Hi, boys and girls. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Today, I'm going to share a really special story with you about some bears. But guess what? This book is fiction. It is about some bears, but these bears talk. What? Talking bears? Well, these bears do talk. It's not a real story, it's a fiction story. That means it's pretend. Some people even think of this book as a fairy tale because you know what? It starts with Once Upon a Time. And remember those stories that start with Once Upon a Time? They're fairy tales. Well, this book is called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And it's about a bear family. But look at closely. The bears are wearing clothes. They have human-like qualities in this book. One thing they do is they live in a house. Another thing that's human is they're wearing clothes. And another human-like quality that they have is that they talk. They are bears that talk and wear clothes and live in a house in this story. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Look at, there's the papa bear, the mama bear, and the wee little baby bear. Goldilocks and the Three Bears by Carolyn Buhner and Mark Buhner. So turn on those ears. Once upon a time, in a little house in the woods, there lived a family of bears. There were Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Little Wee Bear. Remember I told you? It's kind of hard to see him because he's like blending in with the scenery and the story, but he's there. So the Papa Bear and the Baby Bear are outside, and the Mama Bear is inside the cottage, and they're waving to each other. Every morning, the bear family sat down to eat breakfast, and every morning their breakfast was the same, a bowl of porridge. But one morning, no one was able to eat any porridge at all. "This porridge is too hot," Papa Bear exclaimed after tasting a bite from his great big bowl. Mama Bear took a small nibble of the small bit of porridge from her medium-sized bowl. "Oh dear," she said, "it is too hot." Little Wee Bear, who loved porridge more than anything, took the biggest bite he could from his little wee bowl. When Mama and Papa looked at him, he tried to say, "My porridge is just right," but because his mouth was so full, it sounded like, "My porridge has a bus light." Said Papa Bear. "My porridge has a bus light? What in the world?" And then look at, there's a picture of Baby Bear eating his porridge. "I know what we'll do," said Mama Bear. "Let's all go for a walk. By the time we come back, our porridge will be perfect." So Papa Bear grabbed his hat, and Mama Bear grabbed Little Wee Bear's hand, and Little Wee Bear tried to grab his bowl of porridge, but Mama Bear was already out the door. Off they lumbered down the path. The bear family was hardly out of sight when a little girl with yellow curls came skipping rope down the path. She skipped right up to the little house, pounded on the door, and sang, "Tra-la-la and tee-hee-hee, won't you come and jump with me?" Of course, no one was home. There she is, and there they go. So no one answered the door. Oh gosh. Let's see what happens with Goldilocks. The little girl, whose name was Goldilocks, tried again. "Hey!" She banged on the door, and this time it flew open. Goldilocks skipped into the living room without missing a step. Oh no. Is that safe? Should you go into a stranger's house without permission from a grown-up? Oh, she has a lot to learn about being safe, this Goldilocks. When she saw Goldilocks skipped into the living room without missing a step when she saw 3 chairs. And she chanted, big chair, middle chair, little chair too. Somebody's here to bounce on you. Goldilocks pulled herself up on Papa Bear's big chair and jumped off. Oh my goodness, is that polite? Not only did she come in without anybody giving her permission, but now she's jumping all over their furniture. Oh, Goldilocks, you have a lot to learn about some manners in other people's houses. And here she goes, in Papa Bear's big chair. This chair has no bounce at all. She's jump roping on Papa Bear's chair. Oh no. Next, she climbed on Mama Bear's medium-sized chair, but as soon as she tried to stand up, she sank right down inside. And she said, this chair makes me feel so small. And look at, it's kind of like she's snuggled in there, so nice and tight. Then Goldilocks looked over at the little wee chair. That was little wee bear's chair, and she smiled. But that chair looks like it's just right. All jump me up an appetite. And look, she's using her jump rope to jump on the wee bear's chair. She climbed on the little chair, jumped in the chair, and bounced, and Goldilocks jumped and bounced and jumped and bounced until she jumped right through the seat of the little wee chair. Oopsie daisy, what a mess, she giggled. Bounced a bit too much, I guess. But she hopped right up when she saw the 3 bowls of porridge on the table. Look at what she did. She broke his chair. The arms are breaking. She made a big mess out of poor baby's chair. But she hopped right up when she saw the 3 bowls of porridge on the table and started skipping her rope again. That is not a game to play in the house. She needs to go outside with that. Porridge, porridge, sitting in a bowl. I'm gonna eat until I'm full. Oh no. What's gonna happen when they come back? Oh gosh. I don't think it's a good idea for her to be inside their house. Let's see here. Goldilocks tasted a spoonful of porridge from the great big bowl. Ouch! She spit out the huge mouthful of porridge. This porridge is too hot. Next, Goldilocks helped herself to a spoonful of porridge from the medium-sized bowl. She shivered. This one is certainly not. Hey, why do you think she shivered? What do you think usually happens when you shiver? Does that mean you're feeling kind of cold? When you shiver, that means you might be feeling kind of cold. Then Goldilocks tasted a spoonful of the porridge from the little wee bowl. Yum, yum, she mumbled. Finally, this porridge tastes just right to me. Goldilocks ate and ate until there wasn't even one bit left in the little wee bowl. Then she let out an enormous yawn. Oh, goodness, I'm a sleepyhead. I think I'll jump right into bed. Oh, goodness, this crazy Goldilocks girl. Goldilocks skipped up the stairs. When she saw Papa Bear's great big bed, she climbed up and flopped back on the pillow. Immediately, she sat up, rubbing her head. This big bed feels like a big old brick. She climbed onto the silky medium-sized bed that was Mama Bear's. But as soon as she laid down, she slid off the end of the bed and bounced onto the floor. This bed here is much too slick. Then Goldilocks spied little wee Bear's little wee bed. Oh, I hope with all my might that this wee bed will be just right. Goldilocks tucked herself in the cozy little bed with her jump rope curled up beside her. Soon she was sound asleep. Oh gosh. Meanwhile, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Little Wee Bear were just returning from their walk. This book has a lot of love. It's falling apart. I need to fix it. They were hungry, but when they saw that their door to their house was open, they stopped. How very strange, said Papa Bear. Do you think someone's inside? Asked Mama Bear. Maybe it's a wild beast, Little Wee Bear squealed. Oh gosh, is it a wild beast? Who is it? That's right, it's Goldilocks. The bear family hurried into the living room. There was no mistake about it. Someone's been sitting in my chair, exclaimed Papa Bear. And someone's been sitting in my chair, cried Mama Bear. Look! Little Wee Bear's eyes grew very big as he pointed to the mess on the floor. Something's been sitting in my chair too and broke into bits. Maybe it was a monster. Was it a monster? It was Goldilocks. Then the three bears saw the table, and Papa Bear said, Someone's been eating my porridge, roared Papa Bear. Someone's been eating my porridge, wailed Mama Bear. And Little Wee Bear looked sadly at his bowl. Something has been eating my porridge. I think it was an alien. An alien? Oh no, look at their faces. They're so surprised. They can't believe it. I wonder what's going to happen when they see Goldilocks sleeping in their baby's bed. The three bears were disturbed. Together they tiptoed up to the bedroom. My bed, Papa Bear sputtered. Someone's been lying in my bed. Look, Mama Bear whispered. Someone's been lying in my bed, too. Little Wee Bear said, Something's been lying on my bed. He pointed to his little wee bed, and I think it's still there. Oh my goodness. The three bears crept over to the little wee bed. When they saw Goldilocks, they were frightened. It's a wild beast, Papa Bear growled. It's a monster, moaned Mama Bear. It's an alien, Little Wee Bear whispered excitedly. The bear family didn't know what to do. Finally, Little Wee Bear reached out and poked the jump rope. Goldilocks' eyes popped open. Oh my goodness, look at those eyeballs. They're popping out of her head. Eek! Cried the three bears. Eek! Screamed Goldilocks. Then she threw off the covers and sprang out of bed. Pardon me if I don't stay. Don't feel like jumping anyway. Goldilocks leaped out of the window and ran away before the three bears had even stopped yelling. Look at her foot. This is just, all you see is the foot coming out of the window. Look at her face. The bears watched until Goldilocks was out of sight. I declare, Mama Bear exclaimed. I'm so upset I couldn't eat a bite. Papa Bear looked at Little Wee Bear, and Little Wee Bear looked at Papa Bear. We could, they said. Mama Bear rolled her eyes, but she mixed up another huge pot of porridge anyway. And this time, it was just right. All right, boys and girls, have a wonderful day. The end.